code of ethics, these 5 guidelines must be taken into consideration. And remember, no matter how attractive or how good is your ethical code or something, it should come or it should be practiced from the top leadership management. That's it. So doing business ethically requires commitment from the managers at all levels, and especially the top level manager, right? Because they are the one who set the cultural tone that whether the people who are still doing unethical practices, they will be ignored or they will be criticized or penalized, or there are going to be disciplinary actions against them. All right. And then, like I told you, job goals and performance appraisal. So on your goals, when you are given goals, write that your goals would be ethically achievable, that you don't need to threaten somebody else to just make your goals complete. Don't overburden your subordinates to just complete your goals. Similarly, performance appraisal should be also determined ethically. And one of the more stuff is ethical training. You set up seminars, workshop, and ethical training programs to encourage the ethical behavior. You hire people, motivational leadership people like Jim Rohn, like you just show them their videos, like this kind of stuff, right? Help them or indoctrinate them what is right and wrong. And the second last is independent social audit, which means people are more, people are accustomed to unethical decisions. Why? Because they feel that my boss is doing this kind of stuff, my top level management is doing this kind of stuff, so I cannot be caught. So this fear of getting caught by an outsider auditor will push you to decide or to practice your code of ethics. All right. So the fear of being caught by an independent social audit or independent person from who is not your subordinate, not your superior, he's outside person. This also helps you to practice code of ethics or go through ethical decision making. And the last one is if all the stuff is getting wrong, then one person whose moral conduct is very high, he can, or maybe he can raise his voice through different social media platform or employee portals or company portals. He can raise his voice or her voice that okay, this is going wrong. This type of individual or a group of individuals is called whistleblower, who raise ethical concern and issues to others. For example, in this department, in this organization, women are not treated well, black people are not treated well. Okay, the lower workers are not getting paid. There is this kind of issues are going on, and despite of my voices to the top management, nobody is considering this issue as a serious issue, this kind of stuff. So this is called whistleblower. And when this happen, of course, when this happen, the chances are that this employee will be harmed through his maybe stripping off his job responsibilities, teasing him in delayed payments, this kind of stuff. So there would be a protection to the employees. So if you make a charter or law in the policies that whistleblowers will be protected, so that helps your organization to make ethical decisions. Otherwise, If there is no protection, then why I will raise my voice? I am getting paid and that's it. I don't care about something is going wrong with my female colleagues, with my subordinated workers, with lower workers, with janitor workers, or I don't raise my voice unless I have some kind of protection, right? So this protection also coming from the law, government law as well, but also through the organization as well. So we call this OSHA anti-retaliation codes or programs. So these are called OSHA's anti-retaliation programs, in which there is management commitment. So if somebody is whistleblowing, so what is your first reaction? You should go and demonstrate that, okay, we are committed to addressing these issues, so don't worry about that. Your email is being received and we will be addressing this promptly. Then compliance and concern response system. It's not like that you publicize the person reporting, okay, this person pointed out this issue. Use confidential reporting. Do not disclose his name. Then anti-retaliation response system. Need clearly designated channels that bypass managers accused of retaliation. If my manager is harassing my female colleagues and I'm the one who is reporting through my manager, then of course he will not forward my request. So there must be some kind of hacks or some kind of system and policies that bypass my manager. I can go and pass my manager towards the top level management and can present my concerns. Trainings, you give employees the trains, okay, if he is violating, your supervisor is violating something, so you can report to the middle level management through this channel, through email or through giving some suggestions, or you can also point out in some kind of training activities, or on maybe on dinner, on lunch tables, you can greet and discuss this kind of stuff. Program oversight. Programs need rigorous oversight in the form of monitoring process. You make small scenarios and then run it to oversee whether this program is running properly or not. And then social entrepreneurship, which means individual or organization that seeks out opportunities to improve society using practical, innovative, and sustainable approach. So these are basically businesses, it can be organization, it can be individual, who come to your organization and give you suggestions. You also listen to them. He charges some money, of course, so but you listen to them so that you can advise some policies and make your employees, managers, to make ethical decisions or show ethical behavior. And then social media and social responsibility connection. Of course, the impact of social media has grown enormously, and many of these things are now, and ethical or unethical things are now prompting through social media, right? So now if you are doing something, promote on social media so that its transparency also can be promoted. And when you are doing social responsibility and also posting on your social media, of course your customer is going to be happy, your stakeholder is going to be happy, your supplier is going to be happy, right? So this concept further leading to corporate philanthropy, which means the organizations doing some societal work. For example, like on some dates, international dates, for example, Mother's Day or Women's Day, they start campaigns on breast cancers, right? On Children Day, they may start, campaign on children nutrition, their brought up, this kind of stuff. So, for example, or we have seen a lot of, campaigns like polio, AIDS, right? But these all campaigns are powered by, for example, like Google, Automobile, Walmart, or maybe Intel corporations. So this is called corporate philanthropy, which means you do something for the society which you feel that it should be done. Like corporate philanthropy, Bill Gates are doing at the moment, although he is heavily criticized on vaccines. How come a person who has knowledge of the computer softwares, he is advocating the vaccines, right? So we were discussing corporate philanthropy, like Bill Gates, who is now advocating for vaccines, right? How come a person from software background, he's going and promoting the use of vaccine in COVID-19? You have seen his, right? So this kind of activities helps the organization, because his top level management is doing some philanthropy works. So philanthropy is good for employees as well, and maybe it increases the firm's ability to attract the talented person. Okay, I should join this company. Why? Because he's good. He's also doing some charitable work, some good work, some philanthropic work as well. All right. So there's a research that 55% of online consumers indicated that they would pay more for the product to support philanthropy. So that's all that we have discussed this chapter. So this is the review of our learning objective 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? So you just pause the video and see by yourself. I would be uploading this PDF and also the lecture as well on both platforms. And also I would be uploading my assignment 3, which would be due before the next class. And remember, in our lecture 9, we would be having our mid. So most probably, because first 3 days for holiday, and unfortunately our lecture lies behind it. So we would be having the next week, I think maybe 7th or 8th of May, we will be having our midterm. So this is lecture 6. We have 2 lectures to go, lecture 7 and 8. And then in lecture 9, we will be having our midterm. All right. So I will be uploading my assignment 3. Any question?
No, sir.
Okay, no question. Then take care. Have a nice weekend. Stay safe. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank
Bye-bye.
you. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you.